Alright, everyone. Good evening sa inyo lahat. Okay, magandang gabi sa inyo. Yan natin to. Yun. I'll be, I'll be live for, I'll be here for 10 to 15 minutes. Diba? Then, after that, I'm going to show or replay yung ating recently concluded webinar, training course on other derived Fibonacci numbers, part 6 of our harmonic price action. So, I'm going to show it to you, to the public, for free. Just to show you, at least you will know what we're doing inside, what are the things that our members or RBD community learning from our training courses. Okay? So, yan. So, meron tayo na, so I'll be here. Maybe you have some questions. Let me know if you have some questions. And I'll answer your questions I'll be here for about 10-15 minutes. Then after that one, I'm going to play, okay? The recently concluded training course on Harmonic Price Action Part 6. Okay, so gandang gabi. So, ito sa mga non-patron members, ha? So, take this opportunity, di ba? Hopefully, you will learn something. This is a little bit advanced, but at least although this training course is a little bit advanced, but at least this is something that you have to look forward to, no? When just in case you'll be interested to join our patron community. Okay? And grabe yung activities niya. So I actually discuss especially our trade plan, 'di ba? That was posted several hours ago, 2 p.m. this morning, this afternoon. Okay, so in case, just be ready, okay? Get yourself ready for the next 1.5 hours. So you will have something, diba? Definitely going to learn something in this training course, diba? Napakamahal po ng mga gatong training courses, maniwala po kayo, diba? Libre na po yan sa inyo, wala pong bayad. Especially kapag patron members kayo, one subscribe, $11, diba? Everything is all access. Definitely. Then, after watching this or during the time that you're watching this, please, diba? Comment in the right in the comment section, your observation, diba? Your comment, your observation in our training course. Are you ready na ba? No? So far we have 52 viewers. Are you ready to learn? Actually, I have a mixed feeling about this one, no? I think not a lot of people or traders are willing to learn. They're not really here to learn, but they're really up to something, no? Maybe a trade plan or something. Because most of the people, not only traders, no? They want an instant, di ba? An instant result. Okay, that's why most of the people, or we could say some members, are really in our patron just to take advantage of the trading plan. But I really hope that still, diba? Hopefully, there are some or most or some of our members are really here to learn. Be ready. Maybe we will try to so by request, kindly, for all our 40 viewers, kindly. This is a combined viewer na for YouTube and multi-stream, no? Kindly share ito, okay? Because after this one, I'm going to delete this, no? This is not going to be available. Kindly share to other groups, to your friends, no? Is it okay? And of course, no, yung ating the usual likes and hearts, no? Press the heart button, the like button, okay? For those who haven't subscribed in YouTube, no? So subscribe in our YouTube. I'm not sure if we are available in YouTube. But anyway, no. For beginner lang po ba ang crypto? Hindi muna ba mag-futures? That's part, diba, of our training course. Our training course is ladderized type, no? Especially for those who have zero knowledge, no? Very basic. So we start from very basic. Ay, miss ko stream. Any comment? Any comment? Paki-share na, paki-share. So we will be starting. I will be sharing to you what I've discussed an hour and a half ago to our patron members, no? If there's somebody here that is going to share or link or share our link to other Telegram, Discord, GC. Just be sure, no, na just be sure na tawag dito, just be sure na know that person, and hopefully that person is not selling you anything, because I do not sell anything. I do not sell any materials. All of these are free, especially once you are a member of our PayPal community. But this one in particular, this is going to be free for our public viewers right now. Okay, so are you sharing it right now? Retracement na ba? I don't know. Okay, so are you ready? I'm going to share now. I'm going to play now. So this is it. And I'm going to stop first. Okay, this one. And I'm going to share it. So this is posted in our, so I posted this one about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we started about 8 p.m. kanina. And this is now the link. Now for our members, you just have to click this one so that you could watch or rewatch on replay our training course. So I'm going to press this now. So please, no, hit lang yung like button and heart button, right? And share to your friends, GC, Instagram, TikTok, no? Paki-share sa lahat. Then I'm going to click this. Then I will leave you for 1.5 hours. Hopefully this is already available. I just hope it's already available. And okay, full screen. Okay, so you can read it now. Before we play, you will have to okay, so I will leave you now. I will leave you now. Then I'll just close this. I'll be back in maybe 1.5 hours after this is completed. Then maybe I can spend 5 more minutes. If you have questions, no, just leave your questions here. Put your questions here. I'm going to read it. And if I have time, I'm going to respond to your questions. Put it here in the comment section. Okay? Good. You will learn a lot from this. That's a guarantee. Okay? So, I'll leave you. Bye for now. I'll be back in 1.5 hours. So, as you can see, this is about 1.5 hours. So, take your time. Skip the first 10-15 minutes because that's the time that we wait for our participants to join. And then after that, we will start. Okay. By the way, our topic for tonight, this is actually the part 6 of our harmonic rise action, and this is called the other derived Fibonacci numbers, right? So, I'll see you in a while. And anyway, before we start, so I'll just put here our disclaimer. So we'll have our disclaimer here. Then we'll turn it off. This one, and I'll put some white background here. So maybe I can use this Bitcoin. This Bitcoin chart, so you can see. And we will try to zoom. Okay, full screen. Okay, so you can read it now. Before we start, okay, so disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, so all information provided here is of my personal views and is furnished for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. No information is to be taken as financial advice pertaining to any individual financial circumstances. Estimates, assumptions, and other forward-looking information here are subject to the limits of my forecasting and are not meant to be solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. Right? Actual future developments may differ materially due to many factors. You can and you should verify everything by yourself. You agree that the use of this information is of your own risk, right? So just read this disclaimer first before we start. By the way, I am Jonas Maronilla, so I am not a financial expert. I never and do not teach anything about financial literacy. What I teach here is technical analysis to be used for trading, the one that I'm using in my personal trading. Okay, so if you find any value on these training courses, then you should continue, you should proceed studying our training courses. So far, we have 28 viewers. Welcome to our new members for this month. So this is our first training course for the month of October. So we have lots um, lined up for this month. Okay, all connected or all continuation of our previous that was discussed last month, all about harmonic price action. So this is the continuation of that one. We will start in a few minutes from now. So as of now, officially, we are about 5 minutes since we opened. So we'll give it 5 more minutes. Okay, so then we can start. Good. So for any of you who have any question, just put it here. Okay, say something in the comment section. Right, then I'll do my best to answer anything about what we're going to discuss. For new members, it's okay if you watch right now. At least you have something to look forward. Uh, Once you will start our training courses, this is a little bit advanced already, but of course you can still watch this one. Okay, but remember, do not skip. You should really start from the part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the first course. Then we have second course, which is about the strategies. And this is now actually our third training course. Wow, 45 viewers, huh? So that's good. And where's that? Okay, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And with that, let's proceed. Go back to our banner. This is our banner. Thank you for giving this banner. Thank you. 49 viewers so far. Natingnan nyo ba, Luna? Sa tingin mo, tataas siya? Hehe, out of topic ba? Yes, out of topic. Our focus here is about our training course. Nice. And because this is recorded and this is going to be available, di ba? This is going to be available for future viewers or future members of our what do you call that? Our patron members. Okay, and during that time, most probably, no, our trade plans, our current trade plans will no longer be relevant during that time. Okay, so that's why we usually do not discuss. Maliban na lang, no. So just in case that we can cite our trade plan as an example to our current topic right now. So let's see if we can set this as an example. No? But usually, we really stick so that you can focus on our training courses. Huh? So, I think this is enough. We have about, diba, close to 50 viewers already. First time naka-attend, sabi ni Miko. What else? Where can I start my trading journey sa pag-aaral? Kaka-subscribe lang po. Sabi ni Ako si Rancho. Ako si Rancho, please read our pinned post. Right? So, at least before we start, no? Okay, so for new members, kindly read our pinned post that's available in our post. First thing you should do is download our Patreon app in your phone, install it in your phone. It's available both on Play Store and on iOS. Once that is downloaded and installed, click the bottom right of the app, which is account. This one. I'm going to show it to you. So this is the icon. So this is what we have. Okay, so this is the icon for patron. You have to click that one. So once you click, this is what you will see, right? Then there we have here something in the bottom left, bottom right, account. Okay, click that account. Okay, I will click it. Then this is what you will see. And after that, you have to click the logo, the Raging Bull Trader logo. So once you click that one, right, you have to yan, go to the post. There's a post number one and there's also a search bar. In the search bar, you can type, right, the title. You go to the post. So if you click the post, it's in the a bit upper right of the app. So post this one. Then immediately you will be directed to this pin post. So just click it, then read everything. If not, if you can find it, go to the search bar, and type the word training course compilation. Everything is there, no? That will guide you on what to do here in our patron community. So it's almost about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 10 minutes. We can start now. So welcome everyone. Okay. So I'll have to remove the disclaimer. So welcome everyone to our part 6 of harmonic price action training course. Our topic for tonight is a continuation of our Fibonacci numbers. Remember in the part 1 of our training course, training course, we discussed about the primary numbers. Hopefully you remember that. The 618, the 786, right? The 1 to 7 and the 1618. In the part 2 of this training course, we discussed about the secondary numbers. The 386, right? The 224, the 218, so on and so forth. Now, this is going to be the third part. I made this very strategic so that I want you to focus first on those first two primary and secondary numbers, so you could memorize them at least by heart, learn it by heart. So I think by this time you already know those numbers. Then this is now the third part, so that you'll just have to add these remaining numbers, right, to those Fibonacci numbers. And I think you already know that those are primary and secondary. So now we will go to the third part. This will only take, I think, maybe 30 minutes. No, this is going to be quick. The good thing is that hopefully by now you know all those numbers by heart. Then you should know all these numbers by heart as well. These remaining numbers, 707. 707. The 141, the 113, right? The 3.14, so on and so forth. And after this one, we can now continue, yes, in our part 7 to part 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or whatever number that may be. We can use all these primary, secondary, and other derived Fibonacci numbers in all of those harmonic patterns. Okay. Thank you. Okay. There's a question, do you keep track of your trades? You should keep track of those trades. No? Those are available. Our trade plans, our training exercises are available. You are the ones, diba, who should be keeping track of those. Put it in your journal. You have to review them. At least they are there, available for there's a purpose why they are there. So you have to make your own journals. No? All of those, completed or not, invalid or good, you have to review all of those. No? What happened? That is going to be your own journal. Now, if you're not performing your own technical analysis as of yet, okay, so at least do it for the month of September, or even August and September. So you have to keep track of all those and see what were the things or what happened in all of those trade plans. That is your assignment. That is your part. That's not mine, right? Okay, so let's proceed. And as I mentioned, I think this is really going to be just a quick one. Put it here. And maybe, yeah, let's proceed. Let's use this Luna. this one, place it like this. Maybe I can change this to maybe 15-minute time frame. And if we can find something here. Anyway, okay. So before we focus on that one, so I'll use this. Our topic is the other. So this is just my own title, no? So I will just call this the um, other. This is harmonic. Sorry. This is called, one more time. Oh, it's not working. No? This is going to be a problem, no? Uh-huh. Oh no, this is going to be a problem. No, it happened before already. One more. Maybe I should use this one. Put it here. Oh! Grabe naman, no? Bakit pa, why now, no? Why is this happening right now? Unfortunately, no? So, it's not allowing us to write anything here. Maybe, try to reload this one. And, for this one, we will proceed to Luna. Okay. EP. And let's hope everything will be okay after this one. Yan, okay. Okay, good. Harmonic, price, action, part 6. Okay, so our topic is about the other derived Fib or Fibonacci numbers. Okay, this is very simple. So we've already discussed the primary, secondary, no? So if you don't know that yet, so refer to our part 1 and part 2. Okay, so this is now the continuation of that. So what we have for the other derived number are the following. Okay, so we will have here the 707 or 0.707. Okay, what else do we have? The 886. So I think most of you are already familiar with 886, but it wasn't discussed, diba, in our previous topic. So 886. What else do we have? We have 113, 1.13, right? And the 1.41. Sorry, not that one. 1.41 and the 3.14. Okay? Do I miss something? I think I will include na rin yung ano. I will include na rin the 0.5 or 50%. Okay? So these are going to be an important number, no? So remember our ABCD pattern. So I discussed about ABCD. So in all of those fib levels, whenever you have a pullback, you have a reciprocal equivalent of that one. So let's put it here first. But I have to okay. One, and this one. Okay, so we have this harmonic price action. It's here. Right? So what do I mean by this? So, for example, let's proceed with the ABCD pattern, right? So, usually what we have is an impulse from A to B. So, we have that one. So, whenever a price goes, diba, moves towards whether up or down, it usually, once completed, makes a pullback at a certain number. Okay? Let's, for example, set a number for our part 1, which is 618. So for example, it reverse at 618 and stop there. Yeah. Then makes a recovery, a retracement, then moving up and breaking our previous structure, our structure B or point B. Then usually, what's the equivalent reciprocal of 618? Kindly put it in the comment section, okay? But I'm going to say it anyway. Usually, it's the completion of that one regular pattern is 1618. So this one, 1618. It will be difficult sometimes to make it an exact number. So 1619 is okay, no? So they are just approximate equivalent. And diba, that's the completion of ABCD pattern. And one thing that you should look for, the measurement or the distance between A to B, the vertical distance between A to B should be almost equal to the vertical distance of C to D. There's going to be some difference, but the closer they are, the better it is um, for us. So, for example, we have this one. Okay, so we have from 0 to 100, this is 100%, right? So 0%, 50%, 100%, 1 point, right? 1.16, 1.60% or 2 point something percent. I haven't changed this yet, so I'm going to adjust this later. Put these numbers here, huh? Okay, so we have this one, then we're going to move this. And as I've said, no, the closer they are to each other, the better, no? So the distance, I'll just put here a rectangular, vertical rectangular shape here. Yan. From A to B, the distance between the two should be almost equivalent or should have a very minimal discrepancy. Okay, so you can see they are almost the same. Okay, they are almost the same. Right? Okay, you have this one. You have that one. There should be some discrepancy, but still okay as long as they are approximately the same. So you get the point? Or in this case, they're almost exact. Okay? So this is a perfect ABCD pattern, regular ABCD pattern. Good. Anyway, so I'm going to add these all numbers now here because I haven't adjusted it yet. So what I'm going to do, if you don't know yet, I've I put a screenshot of this one in our Patreon, so you can adjust, no? But right now, you can adjust it further, okay? Because I'm going to include some more new numbers, which are what we're going to discuss now. The 707 and so on and so forth, okay? So let's just click this setting icon, and it doesn't matter, no? As long as you put it here, it will reflect in chronological order. So the other number that we will put here, for example, this one, instead of 1.85, we will have 707. 707. Okay? And this one, so instead of, instead of 4, we will have 886. I'm not sure if we already have 886 here. Oh yeah, we already have 886, so there's no need to put here. 0.5, it's already available, I guess. Yeah, 0.5 is here. 1113, okay, 113, sorry, is there. 141, so I think 141 is not yet, okay, 141 is already here. So that leaves us with 3.14. 3.14, if you're familiar, especially if you're engineering or math background, no? This is equivalent to pi, diba? Usually, we use this, diba, as a universal constant in our mathematics. 3.14. Okay, good. So I think there's nothing more to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everything is here. Good, everything is looking good. Okay, so okay, so as of now, okay, I will pause. I have to remove this, no? I usually do not include this, so I have to remove the 4 and this one 4 or something and the 4. Okay, so it will leave us with this lang. Okay, 2. I have to include 2. So we don't have 2 yet. And I have to include here too, no? Maybe here. I have to include. Okay, good. So, take your time. Take a screenshot of this one. Take a screenshot of that one. And you may now adjust, or later, you may adjust your Fib level, Fib settings uh, into this settings, into this order. Okay, good. So I'm going to remove this now. Okay, so this is our regular ABCD pattern, and we use 618 as an example. That's a primary number. And of course now, so as I mentioned, we will discuss the other numbers. So we have the 707. So usually, this is what it usually looks like, no? So instead of putting it here, diba? So I will just put in the other side the equivalent, right, of that one. Okay? Usually, if you have 707, the equivalent is 1.41. Okay? For this one, if you have 886, the equivalent is 1.13. The point 5, your equivalent is usually 2.0. And with that, we can remove this na. There's no equivalent for 3.14, but at least. But the 3.14 usually, when your number or your pattern is extended, you may want to consider the 3.14. Usually, if the number goes beyond the 2.618 or about to reach the 3.618, okay, so you may want to consider once the price starts at 3.14, then that's a valid um, Fibonacci number or level. Okay, so with that, this is going to be very simple. And I think after this one, I'm also going to share some sample using now, instead of just ABCD pattern, we will use the 5-point pattern, this time harmonic 5-point pattern. This is a 4-point pattern, A, B, C, D. And this is called a 5-point pattern, because usually it starts with X. So X, for example, this one, so usually if we're going to add one more leg, this becomes now A. Where is it? We don't have, so I have to add this one. So I'm going to add this one. It's not added in the favorites. Oh, it's here. This one pala, sorry. It's available. So usually it's this one. So just imagine, so once you add one more impulse with this one, then everything changes, right? Okay. See how everything changed when I just put one more. Okay. This now becomes a 5-point pattern. And if we do that, what we have? What do we have? This is a bearish what? Bearish Gartley pattern. Okay. And of course, this should be minimum of 618. So this now will become letter X. For example, X here. So we will have here X. It's as simple as that, no? By putting another impulse in your ABCD pattern, that changes already the dynamics. It gets a little bit interesting, a little bit confusing, yeah, or complicated. So that's why it's really important. That's why diba, in our price harmonics action, I really started just with the numbers, with this one, and after that one, I focus on the ABCD pattern. So that this next topic about Gartley, bat pattern, deep crop pattern, chart pattern, so on and so forth, diba? Hopefully will be much easier, no? Instead of rather than discussing it immediately upfront without knowing or learning first the basics of ABCD pattern. So as you can see, usually a Gartley pattern is, diba? The B point is the most important part of Gartley pattern. It has to be at least 618. Okay? So we can remove this now, move this now. Then hopefully, let's make it just touching the 618. Then we can adjust this impulse. Okay? Again, no? As you can see, by simply adding this impulse to our ABCD pattern, we were able to make a what? A Gartley pattern. If we're going to connect the dot, this is how it is going to look like. A, X, A, B, C. So, are you all familiar with this one? And this example is, di ba, precisely, what do you call this example? Actually, I haven't taught you this one yet, no? But this is called what? A perfect Gartley pattern. A perfect Gartley pattern should have a perfect 618, near perfect 618, okay, of point B. It should have a near perfect 618 retracement of point C, and of course, a completion at around 786. Although it's a little bit above it, but it didn't touch the 818, and it's still okay, no? This is a sample of perfect Gartley pattern. I'm going to discuss this in the future. Okay? Down, no, medyo sa volume concentration sa background music. Okay, sorry. We have a background music pa pala. Okay, I have to remove it. Sorry for that one. Thanks for reminding. Let me check where's the background music. I think it's this one. Thank you for that one, for reminding. Oh, let's go back to our discussion. Luna? Yeah, I think we are in this one. Okay. Okay. So you're learning. This is a new thing. This is not. This is a very simple one, but I'm going to teach you the all this thing little by little. No. Anyway, since our topic is about these numbers, so I'll be discussing. That's the one that I'm going to discuss instead. Okay. So let's just put this aside, and I'm going to drag this one, and of course, so we will have a sample. So of course, as I mentioned, I'll cite, diba? I'll make for simplicity purposes, I'll use ABCD pattern instead of a 5-point pattern. No? Okay, so again, we will have this one X A to B, right? And after that one, let's use the 707 as an example. So with that one, we will have a pullback. Of course, this is going to be a little bit deeper, okay, but not deeper than, diba? A little bit deeper than 618. Okay, this is in between 618 and 786. Okay, usually there's a very small gap between 618. For example, this one 618. 618. There you go. Okay, 618. Then you have 78 something, 786. But of course, in between that one, we have the 707. So we will have the 707. It's really not that much, but yeah, okay, we got it. Okay. And as I mentioned, no, the reciprocal number of reciprocal equivalent of 618 is 1618. The reciprocal equivalent of 786 is 127. Now the reciprocal equivalent of 707 is 141. Oh, it's almost exact, right? 141. I think this will do. I think this is okay. 141. Okay, and with that one, we will then again check if we will have the A B is equals C D equivalent, no, for this one. In this case, we will just use a rectangular shape. Okay, from here to here. Okay, we will cover everything, no. From here to here, this is the vertical distance. So the distance between A to B, vertical distance, should be almost or approximately equivalent to this one. The difference between the two is what we call the potential reversal zone. Okay. And we will move it here. And as you can see, no, they are perfect, perfect ABCD pattern using the 707 number. Then this goes on and so forth, right? Then after this one, then we will have another sample. Okay, so this is actually if you put another impulse here, then it will just become another bearish, bearish, because it starts from here an X. Maybe let's get the X here, right? And we'll move this everything up. Okay, one more. Okay. Usually, since this is just regardless, if this is a low bat, I have to charge it. I forgot to put the cable back. And control. Is this control light? Okay, good. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Actually, this really doesn't matter, no? Because what's important when you have an impulse of x to a is the point B. It so this one could change. This could be 707. This could be 886. This could be 38 something. But still, if this is 618, this is still going to be a bearish Garty pattern. If it didn't reach 618, okay, if it didn't reach the 618, it's going to be just what? A bat pattern, bearish bat pattern. So, let's just check, huh? So, it didn't matter. So, that's why I give this as I said this as an example instead of a 5-point pattern. But still, let's go through this. So, from here to here, as you can see, it didn't even reach the 50%. So, basically, if there's something that's going to be formed here, definitely it's not Gartley pattern. Okay? So, and if there's something to be formed in this one, it's most probably be what? Bat pattern. But definitely we know that bat pattern should reach this level. So this ABCD pattern is not applicable. What's going to be applicable is what? The alternate pattern. But we will not be discussing that one. So that's why our sample will be focusing now. From now on, at least we will be focusing on ABCD pattern. Okay? Okay, so good. ABCD pattern. So you got it? Got it this time, no? So we have this one. Then we use this another as an example, 886. Okay, if, diba, we have this impulse from A to B, and your pullback from B to C, then moves further down to reach 886 or more, but not more than A or not more than 100%, right? But for demonstration purposes, we try to put it at exactly 886 or at least close to 886. I don't think we can put an exact 886, but maybe 889. It's still okay, no? So, as I mentioned, what's the reciprocal equivalent of this one? 113. Okay? So, if you're looking for an ABCD pattern, once an A to B is completed, then makes a pullback, reaches 886, right? A regular ABCD pattern will be completed at 113. Okay, back 113. And as I mentioned, no, since that is a regular ABCD pattern, so we'll have to check if A to B is equals C to D. We have this one. Okay, so this is similar to that to our example before because we didn't change the A to B. So let's just see if it still has the exact C to D measurement. As you can see, it's still the same, right? Okay, that's good. Good. So okay, so far so good. Any question about this one? About 707? Which has a reciprocal equivalent of 141, 886 with a reciprocal equivalent of 113. No question, then we will proceed with the 0.5. Okay. And 0.5, we'll have to remove this again. We'll just put this aside, no? Not really remove it. Okay. So let's say we have an A to B. Let's say our A to B didn't change. Okay, then once completed, so we're having a pullback. And the pullback will be approximately or exactly, hopefully we can make it at the exact 0.5. No, okay, 0.501. Okay, so guess what? What is the equivalent reciprocal of 0.5? Okay, as I mentioned, it's 2. Exactly 2. Actually, I discussed this earlier, no? During our live stream, that okay, 5 is exactly 2. If your pullback is more than 0.5 or 0.51, 0.52, it's not yet 0.61 something. The further it goes down, the lesser your reciprocal equivalent. Okay, But if your 0.5 pullback is less than 0.5, let's say 0.49 something, 0.48 something, then this becomes more than 2. Okay? Usually that's the case. And now, of course, we're going to measure it. Are they going to be the same? As I mentioned, we didn't change A to B. So we have an exact A to B just like before, distance of A to B. We change our B to C, like B to C, but we have to check now if B to C is also equal to A to B just like before. And let's see if they are going to be the same. And of course, as expected, they're almost the same. Okay? Usually the discrepancy with that one is because sometimes, the pullback is usually more than or less than this one. So sometimes it becomes a 0.498 of 0.493. Then you will have some discrepancy here. Then you will have now a bigger potential reversal zone at the D level. So as you can see, we've already cite the 3 examples. For this one, we will not be having a sample for 3.14 because this is just a universal number. Okay, so whenever you have an extended Fib level extending more than 2618, okay, and reaching 3618, then you may want to consider the 3.14 to be the completion. Just in case it didn't reach the 3618 and it just stopped or reversed at the 3.14, then that means your pattern is already completed. Okay, so with this one, I think we can make an example of a 5-point pattern. Okay, because usually this is what? A bat pattern. But usually a bat pattern is an extended number, so I don't think we can have it for this one. Okay, so I don't have to it's not going to be an example because as we did before, an a bat pattern has to complete at around 0.886 or 886 level. So if this is example, if this is about 50%, less than 50%, then the completion should be around this one. If but let's say for example we have less than this one, I think we can make a bat pattern out of this one, no? A regular shape ABCD pattern, because usually for a bat pattern you will need to have an alternative ABCD pattern wherein your AB is, usually shorter than BC. Your CD usually is longer, okay, in order to meet that one. But as you can see here, if we will set this as an example, so you have your X to A at around this point, and since it didn't reach yet the 618, okay, as for the point B, now once this is completed, the ABCD is completed, it reached or almost reached the 88 something. Okay, maybe we can move this a little bit further down, but not touching the 618. Now, did it touch the 88 something? Yes. Okay, so this is now a valid bat pattern. Okay, because if we're going to interconnect them, so this has to be a little bit shorter. X, A, B, C, and D. Okay, and of course, now as I mentioned, this has to be a little bit shorter. It has to start at around this level. Okay, so as you can see, we have, less than 618. The requirement is between, for the bat pattern is between 0.382 to not more than 618. So this is less than 618. The completion is around, should be around 886. So it is completed here at 886. So we have here now the completion of a bat pattern. Okay. So and with this one, we were able to use this as an example. This one as an example, the 886, right? Okay. Now, usually, if I'm going to give you another example of use of number of 886 and 113, usually this is present in what? Chart pattern, which is usually what we've been, what we've been experiencing in the latest Luna trade plan, most of the latest Luna pattern usually forms chart pattern multiple times already. So, if I'm going to move this aside, then drag this again here. Again. So, just in order for us to come up with a sample, if that's the case, I have to move this now. I have to move this, move, and move. And of course, try to move this as well. Then we can have this space. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so I've discussed this in our trading strategy training course. Okay, I think 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So this is how a chart pattern looks like. So you have again the X, the A, the B. Usually we can set this at around 618, no? Then this is usually the completion. Okay, this is just a sample. What we will be focusing here is the completion at D. Okay, in order for us to get to use the 886 and 113 as an example. So as I mentioned, the qualification for this one, at least, diba? This one has to at least pass the point C, no? This has to pass the 113 of XA, leg XA. So if we're going to measure from A to X, from A down to X, it has to at least meet the minimum requirement of 113. Okay, but this one could go as high as 1618. Let's just focus on this one. For example, it didn't as high as less than 1618. Sorry, it cannot cross the 1618. It could go, diba? Higher than less than 1618. Okay, but let's say for discussion purposes, it just crossed about the 113. It didn't even reach the 127. Then this is already a good example. Okay, for that one. So our focus here is about the point D. Okay, this point D. All right. So later I'm going to show you the sample of our current trade plan. So there's a request for that one. As I mentioned, no, I can only discuss about the trade plan if it concerns or it is related to our topic. So I think it's a bit related to our topic, so I'm going to discuss it. So there are two completion of chart pattern. This is a regular chart pattern wherein you have an X to A to B. Usually the B is between 3618 to 618. Okay, then you have to C, which is 113 to 1618. Then your completion to D should be at least 886 for the regular pattern, and if it becomes extended, it could go as low as 113. Okay, so in this case, actually there is no ABCD that was formed because this has a break of structure. These are the two. These are just one of the two exemption of the harmonic pattern that has broken the structure, no, past above the structure of point A. Okay, usually the regular patterns usually doesn't cross or touch the point A. So once it touches and crosses the point A, then you can now consider the probability of having a chart or cipher pattern. But in this case, we are using chart pattern as an example. So it crossed already the 113. So as you can see, it crosses 113. Then move down to this one. Okay, let's just focus first at 886. The good thing about completion with 886, okay, with this one, usually same thing also happens when, diba, you have a bat pattern, because this one could also be just one whole impulse from here to here. You can treat this as one whole impulse from here to here. Again, there, right? Then once that is completed, usually you will be looking for a pullback. So from here, so this is now going to be our reference because this is our one whole impulse. And since we are looking for pullback, so we are looking for fib levels, diba? Going down. It should be going down. Because we are looking for levels lower than this one, lower than this. So usually the requirement is it should at least touch or cross the point 382 up to at least 0.50 but not more than 618. And of course, as I mentioned, we can have this. So after that one, the price diba, goes down, or at least, let's say, goes down here, about 50%, okay? Then makes a pullback, another 50%, let's say, another 50%. Then it should go down to, usually, the regular equivalent is just 2, this one, 2, okay? But as you can see, no, it's not yet completed. It should reach at least up down to this level because at this level it's only diba, even less than 786. But since as I mentioned, no, a bat pattern is usually an extended ABCD pattern. This is not a regular pattern. So let's see if we're going to extend up to 886. What's going to be the reciprocal equivalent of this one? Usually what we're looking at, diba, or here is an extension of AB. And AB should be an extension of AB. You will have to multiply AB by either 127 or 1618. Okay? And we use this as reference sa point C. Now, we're going to drag this one. Okay? Let's see. Okay? Usually, this is going to be completed at this level. Usually, the AB has to be, or the CD has to be 1.27 times AB or 1.618 times AB. As you can see, here, perfect, right? 127 of AB. So what you'll do is multiply the AB by 127 or 1618. But in this case, when we drag this exact, so this is it. If you get confused, I'll just draw again another rectangular shape here. Okay? As I mentioned, the exact equivalent is only down to this level. Okay? The exact equivalent of A to B is C to D. AB is equal C to D. But the completion of our bat pattern has to be at level D. Now, we're going to drag this one. But since we drag this one, as you can see, it has to meet this level. So that's why I'm going to drag this as an example. So, this is the whole equivalent of ABCD, this whole rectangle. But as I mentioned, no, usually it's 127 of AB or 1618 of AB. So where is the 127 of AB? This one, 127. Then we just have to extend this rectangular shape. Okay, so that's, diba? That's the completion of that one. So we will have an extended or alternate version of AB is equal CD. Is it getting confusing now? Or hindi na masyado, no? Because I've already discussed the basics of ABCD, alternate ABCD, or the shortened version of ABCD. So I really hope that it's not really that confusing as of now. Okay? So, if we're just talking of regular ABCD, the reciprocal equivalent of 0.5 is 2. But, since the required ABCD for a bat pattern, so I'm going to now plot this one for bat pattern. X to A to B to C down to this one. Then I'll just change the color. I will just change this color to blue. You like blue? Okay. Or since we have this blue, maybe red. Okay. So, we cannot use the regular ABCD pattern for this one. Sometimes we can, because I've shown you, no, there could be some instances that a regular ABCD pattern could be used. But, for the completion of a bat pattern, it has to at least, diba, meet the regular ABCD pattern. Okay? But, in this case, we have to use the, what? Alternate ABCD pattern. So, we have to extend this down to this level. And with this, diba? Okay? So, it's about 2.6, diba? 2.5 something, usually because this is 2.5. This is 2, the regular is 2. When you're going to extend it, it's usually 2.5. Okay? Um, okay. So, any questions, if you have any questions, so, just let me know. The good thing about this one, usually, if we will be looking for a close or the completion of a pattern at 886, okay, we can usually combine the sharp pattern with the pot pattern. This is a very good combination, and once we have that, usually there's a good chance that there could be a major reversal or at least some reversal, diba? After this is completed, because both uh, bat pattern and sharp pattern completes at 886. Okay? But for the sharp pattern, the first completion is at 886. Then as I mentioned, no, I'm going to showcase to you or show to you now the 113. Okay, so if it happens, in case it happens that the pattern, for example, this yellow pattern, okay, because this is the sharp pattern, didn't complete at 886, then we'll just have to extend this a little bit lower down to, guess what? What number? 113. Okay, so 113, 1135. Just a little bit of discrepancy with this one. Okay, so that one. No? So once, if it didn't reverse at this one, then we should anticipate, or at least not anticipate, but get ourselves be prepared just in case it didn't reverse at this one. Maybe, no, maybe it there could be a reversal at the alternate version of this chart pattern. Okay, the the 113. Any questions so far about this one? Okay, and so on and so forth. If this is again, if this is a 707, so we will be just looking for the 141. Usually, the 141 is what um, if we're going, if you have, for example, we use this shark pattern, okay, or cipher pattern, cipher pattern. So if we have, let's use first the ABCD. ABCD, we have a completion here. No, not this one. ABCD. We'll use first the ABCD. And we'll use the 707. Okay, we have this 707. It goes down to 707. Didn't reach the 786. Then usually the equivalent is 141. Okay, this one, 141. A little bit more. Okay, this one. If that's the case, okay, usually, so what we usually have for this one, what we're gonna do is we'll have an extension, but this now becomes your what? X, then A, B, C, D. Instead of extending an impulse here, you will have an extension of an impulse here. Extension of an impulse here. Okay? And usually, the completion of that one, once you have this one completed, your completion usually is what? Up to 786. But later on, I'm going to discuss it to you. What's important is that I could give you some example of these numbers as 707 and 141. So, usually this is what we have. And usually the completion is at the 786. And if we're going to draw a pattern for this one, and this one in particular is a cipher pattern. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so it should be completed at this part. But no, so I think we have some problem here. It has to it has to be a little bit lower than this one. It has to break this level. But anyway, so maybe my problem is at this one. The problem, but no, 707. Where is it? 707. Anyway, so usually the completion of that one, it has to be a little bit lower than this one. Because usually this has to be a little bit lower. It cannot cross or touch the 141. So if it's just a little bit lower than this one, then that's okay. Then usually the completion is about more than at least that one, or at least a little bit lower than this one, then that's okay. But I'm just giving this and citing this as an example. Once you have this one as already completed, so you can have usually a pullback at this level for it to complete your cipher pattern. Okay? But usually if this is the case, instead of this one, usually what's being completed is still the 886 or the shark pattern. Because even if it's a shark pattern, it already fulfills the requirement for 113. So let's say, for example, with that one, then it can now complete at this level, at 86 something. But 0, 86 something, yeah, it has to be in this one. 886, pala. Okay. What else? So I think we covered everything na. Then we will proceed to actual sample. And with this one, I think we can use Luna as an example, right? Yung setting wala pong decimal. Doesn't matter na. So you just have to you just no the decimal the decimal, where is that? Okay, sorry. So I didn't put a decimal. Okay. Thank you for that one. So I have to check this one. Thank you for that. I didn't put a decimal for this one. Good. Thank you for letting me know. What else? Did I put any decimal? 121, 1, 141. So I think we're good. 3.14, we're good. So I think we're all okay. Thank you for that, Don Archie. Don Archie for that comment. Okay, so are we good now? Any question before we proceed to sample? So I think now we can proceed to some samples. We'll use Luna, di ba? As an example, no? Oy, no, it's moving up already. Okay. So congratulations for those who were able to execute. So this was part of our it's already 7% na pala, grabe, no? So I actually made an update about this one, but anyway. Okay. So this is 30%, then maybe I can adjust this to 15 or 5%, 5 minutes, so that I could show you some example, no? Show you some example of this one. There are some questions now about the RBT strike. I said, diba, that this is a major support level, then it really did bounce at this level, no? But unfortunately, I really cannot, diba? I really cannot teach you about this one. I promised to a friend. He told me that do not share this yet, no? Or do not share this. I don't know at all. He's the one who shared this to me. Taught me how the tilted line works. Although his approach was a little bit different compared to what my version is right now. His approach was an equidistant tilted line, but mine I use the Fibonacci numbers here. So as you can see, no, so it actually makes a reaction at every trend line that we have. But sorry for that. I'm going to teach you everything, but for now, just give this to me, no? So I'll leave this with me. Okay. And as I mentioned, no, this is a major. This is usually this one. Whenever I make an RBT strike, this is my major support line, and this is my major resistance line. So once it reaches this level, then most probably we can expect some reaction at this one. We don't know if it's going to make a total reversal or, diba, just like what happened last time. I think it pierced the major resistance, then made a pullback, retest of this one, then move up. So I think this is the one that I was talking about. Yeah, this one. Although during that time, this one wasn't a major resistance, but I mentioned that there's already a resistance at this one. I'm going to remove this. A resistance at this one. The completion was at this level. As I mentioned, no, once that is completed, I really have to sell. Although the price still managed to move up, but based on, diba, what I'm teaching or what I've learned, once the pattern is completed, you really have to sell no matter what the result. But you have to observe. And I mentioned, no, it can go all the way up if it wants to, but if it does, I really have to observe. Because, as I mentioned, though the pattern was completed, I already made an exit, but it may give me an opportunity to re-enter. And it did. It retested the what? This trend line. Huh? So it broke out this level, even this level, diba? It even reached the main, diba? This is the main resistance that I was telling you. So it made a quick reversal back to the previous resistance or now a support. Then I made an entry here, and after that one, then it moved to make a new high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. Good. But with this one, no, I told you that I'm going to give you an example of at least the 889 or 113. Because this is very popular. Usually when you have that one, usually a major, diba, move usually happens. Either it moves continually up or down, or make a total reversal. But usually this is a good indication that a major move is going to happen once this is completed. And for in this case, as you can see, what pattern is this one? You have an X, A, B, C. Then you have this one. So this is most probably what? Either a cipher or a shark. But this time, it's a shark pattern. It was completed here at this level, but still managed to move up. Okay, and as I mentioned, usually when you have a pattern that's completed at 889 or either 889 or 113, usually there's a major move after that one. Usually, I don't say all the time. It does it all the time, but usually it happens. No? So after that one, so it moved continually to make a new all-time high. So X, A, B, C, then D. The completion is 889, right? Good. Let's check another example. So another example of that one, this one is a what? What's this one? A bat pattern. Okay, so a bat pattern, as I mentioned, whenever you have a bat pattern, just in case, usually there is a major movement. I think this happened this morning or yesterday morning. Yeah, I think yesterday. And we plotted this one, and diba? I said that there's going to be a completion of a pattern. Usually what will happen is there's going to be a major move. Either it's going to make a move up. So I already checked that if it's going to make a strong reversal, it could complete this shark pattern again. But if not, so just like what we are experiencing or what we experienced, diba? For the last 2 days, diba? It reversed down to 40 level. Okay? Because as I mentioned, once you have a completion of at least the shark pattern, a completion of 8-8 something, diba? But as you can see, no, it made a reaction. So once it is completed, and we have, as I mentioned, no, this is a major what? Support or resistance. The RBT strike. Sorry, I cannot teach you about this one. But, so, it made a reaction here. So, diba? Temporarily, the price move up. Okay? At least, if we have a completion of this one, from this one to this one, once it's completed, then it made a double bottom. Okay? Unfortunately, it didn't even reach the 382. Okay? That signifies that the trend is very strong. And the trend here is bearish. So, the trend is very strong. there's nothing we can do, di ba? We made a trade plan for this one just in case this is completed, it's going to make a reversal. We will have our cut loss, I think for 40 or 35 something. We hit our cut loss, then that's okay. That's part of it, right? That's part of it. There's nothing we can do. Okay? But at least next time you will know once that happens, then as I mentioned, and of course, no other than that, it actually completed or at least almost completed a major pattern. The one that I've prepared using a 4-hour time frame. That's a butterfly pattern. Technically, it's already completed, so that's why, no? Even we have a completion of this one, but this is just a small pattern compared to the big pattern. So the big pattern is the big pattern dominated. So this is almost complete. The completion is around 50. The highest, di ba? Price level, it went as high as 49.6. It's almost completed, so that's why we will not be surprised if it's, di ba, make a deep reversal, no? Down to 40, no? Just if you're going to measure this one, that's a total of 20%, right? Okay, so that's why it's very important for you to set your cut loss. If you didn't set your cut loss, you would have been, di ba, liquidated all of your wallet, all the fund in your wallet. Okay, so again, I mentioned, no, the completion was at 88 something, but since this is bad pattern, so we didn't expect a completion down to 118, okay? 113, just like this one, no? This one. So this one could further be completed at 113, okay? Then makes a reversal or something. But this one, since this is a bad pattern, it completed at 88, diba? 886. Then made a temporary reversal here, but then again, but afterwards, then it may the price drop down to this level. Then that's understandable. Okay, then, diba? It has been forming series of, diba? Series of shark patterns. Here, I notice it, but I'll just give you one more example. I think the last one. So I think this is the last one. From here, I'm not sure. Hopefully, I will get it right. I think this is the last shark pattern that we have. Okay. So I think I use a higher time frame for this one. So the good thing is that okay, I was looking where could be the reversal. Okay, I have a good guess that it might reverse at this one because of our RBT strike. Okay, then I look for a pattern that could, diba, that could be completed at this level as well. Okay, I'll give you this as an example. So, we'll check the actual trade plan that we have. So, congratulations to all that executed this one. So, for those who didn't execute, it's okay, no? So, at least you'll, diba, the important thing is that you will learn from it. Hopefully, you were able to observe, even if you didn't execute, but you're able to observe what happened, what was happening, and up to now. Another Luna scenario. So, I posted this around 2 o'clock in this afternoon. Okay, so I was looking for, diba, because during this time, when I took a screenshot, or when I was performing technical analysis, the price was at this level, diba? It hit this level and moved up to this level. But I said that this is our major support level. So price could still be completed here. So that's why I look for possible pattern wherein the pattern will be completed at this level. Or, diba? Even if it's not, what was completed when it hit this level. Okay? And upon checking, looking, so as you can see, no, we have this small pattern, and since, as I mentioned, since this is a big pattern using a higher time frame, this time this is already 30-minute time frame. These ones, diba, I use here a 5-minute time frame. So since this is a major or big pattern, and the completion is at a major support level, there's a big chance. I'm not saying, diba, 100% that it's going to make a reversal, but there's a big chance that there could be some sort of a major movement or reversal after this one. Okay, as I've said, no, always saying this is our potential reversal zone, but even if it's complete or even if it completes the pattern, it could still, diba, move downward if it wants to. Just like this one. This one is already completed. We were expecting the price, diba? Especially that this is already a what? A major support because this is a blue line. Okay? But maybe that's the reason why it made some sort of a consolidation at this level because this is a strong support, but still the support wasn't able to hold. Then it broke the support, then moved to the another major support. Okay? Okay, so okay, 1, 2, 3. But later I'm going to show you that when the price was completed here, it actually completed at an 886 number instead of 113. If we're going to move this up this one, this is an 886 number. But I thought that maybe it wasn't yet done, no? It wasn't yet finished during that one because we have this RPT strike, and as you can see, no, it has been respecting this line for a very long, but for several 30-minute time frame, 30-minute candles, right? This one, it respected this one, it respected this one. Actually, when it touched this one, then retouched this again, it performed what? A bullish pattern, double bottom pattern. So from here, it went from here up to that level. Okay? And with this one now, so we can say that what? It made a one, double, single, double, now triple bottom. So that's why it's now could be a reason why it's now making a reversal at this level. So this is what I'm talking about. So I will convert this into 30-minute time frame. And this is the lowest part. Then I will use this one. So from here, okay, to the topmost, or at least to this level. I think I was able to click. So this is the lowest part. Okay, and we can use this because upon measuring, this one just crossed the 113. Later, I'm going to plot it again, ha? And the completion for the 886 is actually at this level, oh? Oh, 886, di ba? Or at least this one, 886. So, at this level, at this trend line, this pattern is already completed. I'll change the color, maybe color blue or purple. Okay? Ow! Okay, I accidentally moved it. And I don't know where is it. Where it should be. Maybe I think I will. I plot it here. Yeah, I think that's it. Huh? Okay. So as I said, no, this one should meet a minimum requirement of 113. So let's see, did it hit the 113? But it doesn't matter now if it didn't. We can use this one. But 113 here, okay, a top wick, then we're good. Okay, so we'll have this horizontal line, as you can see, okay, this top wick was able to cross this 113 level. Okay, so it meet the minimum requirement for a chart pattern. So once that was completed, down to this level for 886, diba? It wasn't able, it didn't hit the major support line. Okay, and actually the completion should be at least at this part, right? But as you can see, no, it hit this level in a form of a bottom wick, and it's more than. But we're really not into to exact number, but still, right? Usually, kasi when something is completed, usually it should be hit repeatedly or several times, just like this one. When it was completed here, several 30-minute candle, this is a 30-minute candle, it hit this one. Okay? So this is 889 or in this case 0.90, as long as it completed the 886. Okay, that's okay. That's good. Okay, so here it completed the 113. One time, two times, three times, four times. So it hit this level several times. So that could be a good indication, no? That okay, it completed this pattern and made a recovery at our RDT strike. Okay, and if we're going to measure from that one, it made a total swing at least a while ago when it hit this level. We could say around 10%, right? Now, this is now the challenge. So I said that this is now a major resistance because this is a blue line from based on my previous based from my previous what do you call this um, reference. Okay, so that's why it's making a reaction at this level. So we'll see if it's going to make a consolidation here or make a complete reversal after this one and make a new low. We don't know. But at least now diba? We were given diba? At least a 9%. So 9%, how much is that? About 400% if you use 50 times leverage, no? And that's it. But anyway, my focus here is not about our trade plan, but our topic. Okay, so our topic, okay. So in this case, we have two completion. The regular one should be at this one, okay. But what was completed is the alternate version of our chart pattern, the 112. Okay, thank you so much. Any question about our topic for tonight? By the way, congratulations to all who executed this one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations for those who didn't. Hopefully, diba, at least you learned something from this. Nag-bounce na sa 40, okay, yeah. Because this is this is what we put here, diba? This could potentially make a bounce at this level. Potentially, I'm not really because this is compared to other trade plan, this is the first time that it's going to make a reversal after a long or a deep, diba? It has reversed for about 20%, no? So it's really so we really have to have some reservation, diba? When executing this one, but it's a good learning process for us. Paano doon nakahang yung mga drawing tools? This one, you just have to you just have to click. For example, you want to get this one, just click the stars. So if you want this one, so click this one, and it will be added to this one. If you want to remove, then just remove. Okay, or if you want to remove everything, just click this one. Tamang TV na doon, no? Sabi niya. Questions. So while we are still here, we are already about 1.5 hours. So I think we've already discussed a lot. Any more questions for this one? Still pumping, yeah. Hopefully it will make, di ba, new all-time high, di ba? Because we said that it could reach up to 55 or 57, but, di ba, let's focus first on this one. This is the major obstacle that I'm seeing right now, no? Just in case. Saan po ba ito? Ibang playlist lesson? Playlist lesson? What do you mean by playlist lesson? But you just have to scroll, no? Because from time to time, I post playlist, then it's up to you, no, to take a record of that one, make a journal, and review everything, no? Check a minute naman tungkol kay Luna. It's already here. There's nothing really I can say about this one. In what time frame is harmonic pattern the most effective? It's effective in all time frame. Diba? You can use it, diba? As low as the 1 minute time frame. Okay? Then you can use it for one week time frame, 1 month time frame, 1 year time frame, diba? It depends on what will the chart will give you. What the chart will give you. No question? In what time? Okay, still the same. Sir, open ko yung apps ng Patreon. Wala akong makita na lessons. For any questions about that, yeah, just just try to na lang. We have a very what do you call that? Friendly members. Just if you have any questions, just put it in the comment section. You have some question. Ask your fellow members about those simple things, those simple matters, no? Because I've been receiving lots of messages, no, hundreds of messages daily, di ba, in my FB page inbox. So it's really hard for me to answer you one by one. But thank you so much to our members. So just in case there are some general questions, di ba, being asked by our members, please be um, what do you call that? Friendly enough, no, to at least extend and help them answer their question. Huh? Hopefully, I can get that assistance from our. All right, all right. Thank you so much for that. I think okay. So finish na tayo. Okay ba 'yon? Although may konti pa pero mostly mga closing remarks na lang 'yan, no. So let me know kapag meron kayong konting tanong diyan, I'll be here for maybe another 5 more minutes, no. Yon, just in case you're wondering what was that all about. So that was my live webinar about maybe about 2-3 hours ago. Then that was for a total of about 1.5 hours. And the live one was exclusive for our Patreon members, but I decided to run a replay of that one for our non-Patreon members. So you'll just to show you, no, you'll have an idea. So what I'm teaching inside our Patreon community, RBT Patreon community. So for your information, so I do conduct live training courses, no, for our members, and all of those were performed by me, no. I'm the only one that teaching all of this to our Patreon members. So it's nothing less, no, or nothing more, nothing less. All of these were performed by me. All of the things that I know, that I've been practicing, executing in my trade, how I do my trade. So all of those I teach in inside that our RBT community. The only thing that I do not teach, okay, the only thing that I do not teach in our training courses is the so-called what, RBT, this one, our so-called RBT stripes. Okay, so sorry for that one. I really if there's one thing, maybe that's I'll be leaving, di ba? Or I will keep to myself. At least for now, not temporarily, it's the RBT stripe. Well, I think as you can see, no, it's really effective. But there are still some things, no, major improvements that I want to do with and I've been improving this now since the day it was shared to me and discovered or added some other elements in this RBT stripe. So it's still a work on progress. But other than this one, believe me, so I continuously, I really share everything, no, teach everything I know other than the RBT stripe. So just in case you're interested in what I've discussed, that's actually part 6 of our training course. We already have the 3 different training courses. One is for the basics, all about technical or technical indicators, right? The second was about the trading strategies. Now this is the third training course now, specifically about the harmonic price action. So actually we are not even in the first half of this training course. We are on the part 6. But I'm sure, I know most of you didn't really catch what I was discussing here because this is a bit of in an advanced level already. But if you really want to learn all about this, these are all available in my RBT Patreon community. I don't sell anything. No, I never sold anything. I never sell anything. Once you're a member of our RBT Patreon, you have all access to all of my materials, all these training courses, these so-called trade plans, which are for purposes of training exercises purposes, for example, like this one. So it doesn't matter if you want to execute this or not. What's important, of course, if you're going to execute this is for this is a trade at your own risk. But the real purpose of this one is for you to observe what's happening here, no? What was my basis? I actually just discussed, no, what was my basis for this one. Okay? So, and fortunately, it happened, no? So, there's no 100% technical analysis, but as I mentioned, this is a major support line. It retested 2 times already. Once, second, the second one that it was retested, the price went up from here, up to that one, to an all-time high. Now, this is going to be the third time to retest our RBT stripe, this one. And as I mentioned, this blue line is going to be a major challenge. Once the price will be able to break this one, false breakout, or retest this in the form of support, then most probably we may experience a new all-time high after that one. But anyway, that's not really the focus. No? The focus is that you will be learning a lot, no? Once you are a member of our Raging Bull Trader patron community. So, as of now, we already have 1,064 patrons, no? Ang dami na natin nabubudol, di ba? Tawag sa atin minsan, scammers. So, pero sa dami niyan, no? And they are still, di ba? They've been there for several months already. A lot of them are already learning. Okay? So, I think that speaks speaks a lot, no, about me or about our what we offer here. That they really find value in what we do. So, just in case you have any questions, do we have, okay, any question? Isang pasada naman kay Luna bago tayo matulog. So, ito na yun, no? Ano pang pasada kailangan natin? No? This has been posted, no, since 2 p.m. So, what more update do you want about this one, no? So, there's nothing we can do, just to observe and watch. So, I said that there's going to be some challenge once it reaches this blue line. It actually made a temporary reversal, then retested it, made a breakout, temporary breakout. Now, it's moving downward. So, let's see. There's really nothing we can do. We already performed our technical analysis. Okay? It made a major move from here to here. So, it actually made a swing of more than 10% already, no? Since it's a reversal from this level, 10.5, diba? Almost 11%. That's really good. If usually we use 30 times cross leverage or 50 times leverage, 10%, that's already 500%. So I will not be surprised, okay? I will be posting this one as I usually do, di ba? I'm going to show this one. Most of the time, whenever I have a trade plan, I post it whether it materialized or not. No, I post it here and show you what to show you what happened. So just like this one, I think about 3 days ago, since the weekend. So this was our previous trade plan. I post it here. Before that one, I said, diba, the price was at this level. During the time, it was at 38. Okay, and I posted the result. After 38, the price went up to 46, but actually, diba, it went up to 49.5, and this is what we earned, diba, after that one. So, similar thing, same thing, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to post this tomorrow, discuss something, then show also my profit. So, that's actually what we do. I usually do this, no, at least to encourage, diba, some followers or some of our followers, members of RBT, of our page, no, to join us. That this is if they will continue to study, or they will study our training courses, continue to practice, and give it several months, even years, no, to continue execute and continue practice trading. There's a chance that you will also have this kind of profit in the near future. A chance, no? It all depends on you. All the best. All that I can do is teach. There's nothing more I can do. It's up to you if you will learn. Okay, if you will continue to study, continue to practice, and make lots of sacrifices. Okay, thank you. Ilang percent ba ng wallet dapat ang lagay? Diba? Sa akin ang standard, no, if you're just practicing, just bet mga 3%. Ako sa akin ganun. 3% lang ng wallet size ninyo, then start from there. Slowly, no, move up from there. Sobrang sulit ang courses, minsan nakakapagod, sobrang dami at haba discussion. Yun, may pahapyaw na trading psychology yun. Ganito lang yun, no? So, in order for you to keep moving, Just imagine, no? Kung ano rin klaseng sacrifice ang ginagawa ko para turuan kayo nito. Kung ako, I was able to, di ba, perform all these training courses, di ba, iba pa yung mga training courses natin, iba pa yung mga live stream natin, di ba, napakadami kong sacrifices just to do all those things, di ba? So I think that could be a good reason for you to, di ba, continue studying, learning, because, di ba, I invested too much effort on this, di ba, on this, what do you call this, courses, training courses. It's this one. Yeah. On these training courses, so if I was able to do that, you should be able to do that as well. If not, then you'll be left behind. No? Me or other members of our team will continue to move up, but you will be left behind if you will not make any sacrifices, no, or similar sacrifices to what we're doing. From our leverage, it doesn't matter, no? Do not focus on leverage, do not focus on percentage. Focus first on trading. Learn how to trade, learn how to win first, learn how to execute whatever the capital that you will use. Okay? I'll put it here, no? Real talk tayo. Real talk. Whatever capital you will use as long as you are still learning, studying our courses. Expect that you will lose maybe 90% of the time, di ba? All your capital. Okay? So, definitely, you will lose your capital here. So, that's why it's very important. If you're going to trade, you're going to execute not to earn immediately, but to learn, okay, and treat your capital as your tuition fee. Okay? And hope that whatever your capital will last you at least 3 months, diba? Or 6 months. That you will lose or you've been losing. Even though you will lose your capital, you will learn a lot. Experience, diba? So that's why I'm telling you, when you lose. If you have your own technical analysis and you're okay, laging lost now, nakapag-trade na ako. Not 100% nangyari, pero at least from zero knowledge, nakakapag 7 out of 10 na si Don Jasper. So, congratulations, ha. So, ganun na. Slowly lang, slowly. Huwag niyo madaliin, ha. Ubus ka kapag susugod ka kaagad sa leverage, no? Walang alam. Kapag wala ka pang alam. So, this page helped me a lot to execute. No? So, don't be no? Diba? Never bet. Diba? Don't have a different those are just for maybe you have a different feeling about this one. I use this one and maximum leverage. Don't not focus on this one. This is for inspirational purpose only. This is for you to get motivated that hopefully one day you'll be able to achieve this kind of, diba? Potential earning in trading. Okay? That's the purpose of this one. Why? That's why I post this kind of profit. But the most important thing, okay, for you is to learn, okay, and study all our training materials, training exercises, attend our webinars, diba? So on and so forth. And also watch our live stream daily from Monday to Friday, usually 10:30 to 11 o'clock in the morning up to 1 in the afternoon. Okay, thank you so much. Wala na. So, salamat Ninja. Maraming salamat. Okay, meron naman tayo. Ito just ignore this, no? This is not me. Raging Bull Trader 50 BTC bonus ay ibabahagi. Ganyan. So, hindi po ako yan, That's not me. I'm going to delete that later on. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. And congratulations to Allah. So, our Luna was doing well. Was doing good. Okay. As of now. So, as of now, it is at this level. So, let's just hope that it will be able to break this one and move, diba, further north. Higher than 44, higher than its current level. Okay. Thank you so much. See you. I'm going to delete this now. Sorry. I'm going to delete this copy. Okay. Thank you so much.